Okay.
Go ahead, start.
All right. My name is Mansi, and me and my husband and 2 kids, we moved into the McLean area 2 years back from Chicago. My son Evan, who goes to kindergarten in Spring Hill, also is buddies with Grant, who's Megan's son, and that's how I met Megan. Megan and we had a play date, and we were talking about, she came to our house and I was showing her the house, and I showed her how I loved the house, and I told her we are renting here and we are going to soon start our search. And Megan, being very entrepreneurial, gave me her card and said, anytime you're ready, let me know and I would love to find you a house. And that's how our kind of relationship, realtor, buyer relationship started. And I think what I can tell you is that one thing that kind of stood out for Megan with us was that she was extremely responsive. Both me and my husband have demanding corporate jobs. We are always buried in email traffic, a lot of phone calls, and Megan had this persistence about her that that just didn't let us slack, and we totally appreciated it, and we realized that it was a win-win. Like, she was persistent, we were slackers, and yet when we saw all these follow-ups, we were like, yes, we got to do this, we got to kind of get into it. So I think that was extremely helpful for us, for being the the corporate junkie, so to speak. So I think that was one thing that just didn't stop us from working with Megan. And then
she showed you some off-market stuff as well.
She did. She told us that not only I'm going to show you what's listed, but I'll tell you what was listed and then went off market and may come back later. So, and you have better negotiation power with off listing market, because these people tried, didn't make it, or their terms changed. So we did see quite a few off market properties where literally she requested them, and we went to the house, and you can see that the house was not prepped. It wasn't like ready for a showcase, but yet you could get a gist whether this is a property we would like. So absolutely, I think that was a great add-on. And I think the other thing I can tell you is that Megan was very neutral whenever it came for the housing. She kind of gave us complete freedom that it's our decision.
She wasn't trying to sell you.
Exactly, it was our decision. She always laid down the pros and the cons, and at the end of the day, she came across very neutral, and she supported you no matter what. If you're saying for the house, she agreed or disagreed, but she supported you. And if you were against the house, she agreed with you. So I think she was very neutral, which I completely appreciated, because I think it's in her interest to close the deal and get the sale moving. But she never rushed us. She always kept it very neutral. She gave us time to decide, but at the same time, she did her follow-ups. She was persistent. She made sure if we didn't respond to an email, she sent her a text. And if I didn't respond to her text, she called me, and
Tell us about the ultimate house that you ended up getting in that process.
Yes, absolutely. So the house we saw was well above our budget. Always is, right? And we told her that, this is the maximum we can do. She said, no worries, let's put an offer with your maximum and we'll play it out. So, and we are so glad we did it, because we only went 50 grand over our budget to close the house, when the house was actually 250K over our budget.
Great.
So I think if Megan wouldn't have encouraged us to put an offer at that level, we would have never made the sale. Literally, we would have never. And I think Megan knew that I as the lady of the house, kept going back to this house when it came to comparisons with the other house I was seeing in the market.
It's about value, not so much about money.
Yes, about the value, and just kind of seeing myself living in that house. So she knew that I have a benchmark, and she knew I really wanted to get this house, but she knew it was 250K. So she said, you know what, let's do the deal that you want to do with, and we'll see where we land up. So I think me and my husband both owe a lot to Megan's kind of entrepreneurial, risk-taking, and the persistence, or the the follow-ups she did, and even with the realtor, the current house, and she had a great relationship. We got to see their furniture, and we are buying some furniture, and it was awesome.
And where are you right now?
Right now we are in beautiful winery in
The
Virginia.
annual Client Appreciation Wine Tour, so we have people drink and then they give us testimonials.
Yeah, yes, that's a great way. Thank you.